I think a lot of students are losing the lottery, and so I think if by just telling people, by showing the statistics of, hey, a lot of people are losing it because of their grades, or some students are losing it because maybe they're double majoring and they have too many hours and they've exceeded that. So I think just working with the administration to let them know that a lot of people are losing the lottery, a lot of people are going through this, and that changes do need to be made so that all students can continue their education.
Okay.
I think the biggest problem with the lottery scholarship is the fact that it's not extended to fifth-year seniors. How a lot of fifth-year seniors are they're going into their fifth year, and all of a sudden they've got to apply for all these student loans and everything that the lottery scholarship doesn't cover. Also, there are some programs such as the architecture program that require 5 full years of that. And I know one thing that SJU has done this year is Samuel Mortimer petitioned almost every single art and architecture major to get that into legislation. So I think we definitely do have the experience working with legislature and petitioning students and talking to them to figure out this Hope Scholarship problem.
Megan.
I'm actually dealing with the Hope Scholarship personally. I have 100 hours because I've changed my major. I've taken summer school. So next semester I'll probably not get the Hope. And this happens to a lot of students, and you shouldn't be penalized for changing your major or taking summer school. I think that, by adding another year to the Hope, it would maybe foster more double majors or minors. What Connect plans on doing is I'm actually going to Washington, D.C. in April to lobby for bills. So I plan on talking to the Tennessee legislators there. Jeff Wilcox has sat on the Tennessee Higher Education Commission board before and talked to those legislators about it. This is something that is a huge issue on our platform, and we really want to see the Hope extended to fifth years, seniors.
We're wrapping up here in this segment of our debate. We're going to have one more question from Kevin, and then I want to give you all each 30 seconds to sort of wrap up why folks out there watching ought to vote for you. But Kevin, your question.
Ethics have been in the news a lot lately. When have you faced an ethical dilemma, and how did you handle it?
Kyle.
Are you talking about like an SGA situation?
In any life situation.
I think the largest ethical dilemma I've seen on UT's campus is like the great amount of institutional racism that's still present on this campus. For example, the George White tenure case last year, where he was denied tenure on what a lot of people assume to be his political and racial, his political beliefs and racial identity. We create like the group I'm involved with, Progressive Student Alliance, helped create this group called Concerned Citizens at UT to lobby around that the ridiculous amounts of institutional racism that are present, and held multiple rallies, some speak-ins, etc. about it. And nothing really came of it. George still lost his tenure, and institutional racism is still here at UT.
All right, Megan?
All right, do you mean unethical situations like you've been involved personally, or as like the campus?
Yeah, I think it was
personal ethical dilemmas.
Oh, okay. While serving as Vice President of Recruitment, obviously many of the sororities try to break the bylaws which the recruitment team is set up. And even if it is your own chapter, those are the rules and they have to abide by it. And no matter if it's your best friend, you have to abide by these rules. And, if you break the rules, you will get in trouble. The rules are there to be rules and not just, if you want to follow them. So I think you have to choose, an ethical situation. You need to, what's right and wrong. And so you can't just let people slide.
Jennifer.
I'm an RA in Hume, so I'd probably say, I live in a freshman dorm, so freshmen are they're going to make mistakes. So it's hard to almost, like if someone's unescorted or if there's, different things like that. But rules are there for a reason. You have to enforce them, and I have to remember it's a job. I have to do it no matter what. So I'd probably be the only ethical decision I've ever had to make, but it's probably one that it's necessary for the campus.
All right, that wraps up our questions. Real quickly, 30 seconds each. Megan, you start. Why should they vote for you?
Okay. I have served on freshman council. They haven't. Connect. We want to connect the community and the university. We want to increase communication. We want to cultivate new programs to increase freshman retention rates. And we also want to coordinate with the different organizations on campus to foster more attendance in these groups, to promote them, and to motivate them to do the best that they can.
Okay, thank you. Jennifer?
In my 3 years here, I've been in different organizations on the campus. I've been in housing, orientation, mentoring, so I know what this campus needs. I've seen different areas of the campus. I know what's necessary and what concerns people have. Being in SGA this year, I've gotten to be on the Chancellor's Safety Advisory Board. So I've gotten to work with the Chancellor, work with Chief Washington to come up with safety concerns and how to deal with those. I know the connections that I need to make. I know the people that we need to talk to fix issues on the campus. We know what to focus on.
30 seconds, Kyle.
I've never personally been involved with SGA outside of the elections, but as you can see from some of these people's track records, experience isn't always the best way to go. I just really think that SJU holds a lot of really, really real issues that can actually change people's lives significantly. And just our main motto, infiltrate, destroy, rebuild.
All right. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time, and I think we should give them a round of applause for finishing up. Very good. We're going to take a break. We'll be back.